In a world where the boundaries of science and faith often seem to clash, there existed an unassuming town named Eldridge Hollow, nestled between verdant hills and ancient forests. The town, with its cobblestone streets and quaint cottages, held secrets that whispered through the leaves of the towering oaks. Among its residents was Dr. Elara Finch, a brilliant geneticist who had dedicated her life to unraveling the mysteries of human existence. Her work was driven by a singular obsession: the quest for eternal life. Elara was not alone in her pursuits. The town was also home to Father Samuel, a wise and gentle priest who had been the spiritual guide for generations. He often spoke of the soul's immortality, the promise of an afterlife, and the divine purpose of human existence. While Elara sought answers in DNA sequences and cellular regeneration, Father Samuel preached of faith, grace, and the eternal nature of the soul. Their paths had crossed many times, each intrigued by the other's convictions, yet they remained two sides of the same coin: science and faith, intertwined, yet separate. One fateful autumn evening, as the leaves danced in hues of amber and crimson, Elara stumbled upon an ancient manuscript in the dusty archives of the town library. The pages were brittle, and the ink had faded, but the words leapt from the paper. The elixir of life. It spoke of a hidden formula, a concoction derived from nature's most powerful elements, said to grant eternal life to those who consumed it. Elara's heart raced. This was the breakthrough she had been searching for, a bridge between her scientific endeavors and the age-old quest for immortality. Determined to uncover the truth, Elara meticulously followed the clues laid out in the manuscript. They led her deep into the woods surrounding Eldridge Hollow, to a secluded grove where the trees stood sentinel over a hidden spring. The air was thick with the scent of earth and moss, and the gentle trickle of water echoed in the stillness. It was there, at the water's edge, that she discovered the first ingredient, a rare flower, the moonlit blossom, known for its regenerative properties. Legends claimed it only bloomed under the light of a full moon, its petals glowing like silver against the night sky. As Elara collected the blossoms, she felt a presence behind her. Turning, she found Father Samuel observing her with a knowing smile. "You seek the secrets of life, Dr. Finch," he said, his voice calm and steady. "But have you considered the implications of what you pursue?" Elara sighed, her frustration evident. "Father, with all due respect, I believe that understanding the science behind life can enhance our appreciation of it. Why should we not strive for longevity? Why should we not seek to conquer death?" Father Samuel's eyes twinkled with a mixture of compassion and concern. "Life is a gift, dear Elara, not a commodity to be manipulated. Our time on this earth is finite for a reason. It shapes our experiences, our relationships, our very souls. The quest for eternal life may lead to unintended consequences." Elara pondered his words, but remained resolute. "I understand your perspective, but I cannot ignore the potential to alleviate suffering and extend life. Imagine a world where disease is eradicated, where aging is but a memory." The two debated passionately, their discussions weaving through the realms of ethics, morality, and the essence of existence. Days turned into weeks, and as Elara continued her quest, she gathered more ingredients. The heartstone, a mineral said to pulse with the energy of the earth and the tears of the sun. Droplets collected from the first light of dawn. Each element was steeped in lore, yet Elara approached them with the precision of a scientist, testing their properties in her lab. As she worked, the townspeople began to notice her growing obsession. Whispers filled the air, a mix of admiration and concern. Some viewed her as a pioneer, a beacon of hope in a world plagued by mortality, while others saw her as a harbinger of doom, tampering with forces beyond human comprehension. The tension between faith and science simmered, threatening to boil over. Father Samuel, witnessing the growing divide, sought to bridge the gap. He organized town meetings, inviting Elara to share her findings, hoping to foster understanding. The gatherings were filled with passionate debates, with Elara presenting her research and Father Samuel reminding the community of the spiritual significance of life. The townsfolk were torn, caught between the allure of scientific advancement and the comforting embrace of faith. One evening, after a particularly heated discussion, Ilara found herself alone in her lab, surrounded by vials and test tubes filled with the fruits of her labor. She stared at the concoction she had created, a shimmering liquid that pulsed with an otherworldly glow. It was the culmination of her work, the elixir of life. As she held it in her hands, doubt crept in. Was she truly ready to take this leap? Would she be playing God? That night, she sought solace in the woods, wandering under the moonlight. The air was crisp, and the stars twinkled like diamonds scattered across a velvet sky. She found herself at the hidden spring, the moonlit blossoms swaying gently in the breeze. As she knelt to touch the water, she felt a presence beside her. It was Father Samuel, his expression serene. "Ilara," he began softly, "have you found what you seek?" "I have," she replied, her voice trembling, "but I am afraid of what it means. I have the power to extend life, but at what cost? What if I disrupt the natural order?" Father Samuel placed a comforting hand on her shoulder. The search for eternal life is not just a scientific endeavor. It is a spiritual journey. You must consider the lives you touch, the legacy you leave behind. Will your pursuit bring peace or chaos? Ilara looked into the depths of the spring, her reflection mingling with the shimmering surface. She thought of her parents, who had passed away, and the pain of loss that had propelled her into this quest. She thought of the townspeople, of their hopes and fears, and of Father Samuel, who had become a guiding light in her tumultuous journey. As dawn broke, casting golden rays across the grove, Ilara made her decision. She would not keep the elixir to herself. Instead, she would share her findings with the community, inviting them to participate in the journey of discovery. Together, they would explore the implications of her work, weighing the scientific advancements against the moral and ethical considerations that lay ahead. In the days that followed, Ilara and Father Samuel collaborated on a series of discussions, inviting experts in various fields, ethics, theology, medicine, to join the conversation. The town buzzed with excitement and trepidation as they examined the potential of the elixir, considering both its promise and the responsibilities that came with it. As they delved deeper into the intersections of science and faith, Ilara found herself facing unexpected challenges. Some townsfolk embraced the idea of extended life, envisioning a future free from disease and suffering. Others, however, raised valid concerns about the implications of such power. What if the elixir fell into the wrong hands? What if it created a divide between those who could afford it and those who could not? Ilara and Father Samuel worked tirelessly to address these issues, emphasizing the importance of community and shared responsibility. They proposed a model of accessibility where the elixir would be distributed equitably, ensuring that no one would be left behind. The discussions sparked a renewed sense of unity in Eldridge Hollow, as residents began to see the potential for collaboration between science and faith. As the first trials of the elixir began, Ilara felt a mixture of excitement and anxiety. The initial results were promising. The subjects exhibited signs of rejuvenation, their vitality renewed. Yet, with each success came a wave of ethical dilemmas. What did it mean to live longer? Would the essence of life be diminished if it was extended artificially? Would the pursuit of eternal life lead to a society that valued longevity over quality of existence? In the midst of these trials, an unexpected visitor arrived in Eldridge Hollow. A renowned journalist named Clara Sinclair had heard of the town's groundbreaking research and was eager to document the unfolding story. With her sharp wit and keen insight, Clara quickly became a fixture in the community, attending meetings and engaging in debates. She posed challenging questions, pushing Ilara and Father Samuel to confront the deeper implications of their work. As Clara delved into the narrative, she discovered the rich tapestry of stories woven into the fabric of Eldridge Hollow. She interviewed residents, capturing their hopes, fears, and dreams. The town became a microcosm of the larger human experience, a living testament to the struggle between the desire for immortality and the acceptance of mortality. Through Clara's lens, the world outside began to take notice. News of the elixir spread, attracting attention from scientists, theologians, and ethicists worldwide. Eldridge Hollow became a focal point for discussions on life, death, and what it truly meant to be human. The town's residents found themselves at the center of a global conversation, grappling with the weight of their discovery. As the months passed, Ilara and Father Samuel continued to navigate the complexities of their journey. They organized forums and workshops, inviting diverse perspectives to enrich the dialogue. The community flourished, united by a shared sense of purpose. Yet, amidst the progress, Ilara felt a growing unease. The more she learned about the elixir, the more she questioned her initial motivations. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over Eldridge Hollow, Ilara found herself at the hidden spring once more. The moonlit blossoms shimmered under the soft light, and she knelt by the water, contemplating the weight of her choices. She was no longer just a scientist. She had become a guardian of a profound secret, a steward of the delicate balance between life and the pursuit of eternity. Father Samuel joined her, sensing her turmoil. "You carry a heavy burden, Ilara," he said gently. "But remember, the journey is as important as the destination. You have ignited a spark of hope in this community, and that is a gift in itself." Ilara looked up, her eyes reflecting the shimmering water. "But at what cost, Father? What if we lose sight of what truly matters? What if we forget to cherish the fleeting moments that make life beautiful?" Father Samuel smiled, his wisdom shining through. "Life is a tapestry woven with both joy and sorrow. Embrace the imperfections, for they are what make us human. The pursuit of knowledge should enhance our understanding of love, compassion, and connection. Eternal life may not be the answer. Rather, it is the relationships we nurture and the legacy we leave behind that define our existence." With those words resonating in her heart, Ilara returned to the community with renewed clarity. Together with Father Samuel, they organized a final gathering, inviting everyone to reflect on the journey they had undertaken. As the townspeople shared their stories, laughter and tears mingled in the air. They spoke of love, loss, and the beauty of impermanence, celebrating the richness of their shared experiences. In that moment, Ilara realized that the elixir was not merely a means to extend life, it was a catalyst for deeper understanding. The pursuit of eternal life had led them to explore the very essence of what it meant to live fully. The conversations sparked by the elixir had woven the community closer together, igniting a passion for life that transcended the fear of death. As the sun set on Eldridge Hollow, casting a golden hue over the town, Ilara felt a profound sense of peace. She understood that true immortality lay not in the absence of death, but in the impact one leaves on the hearts of others. The legacy of love, kindness, and connection would echo through the ages, far surpassing the confines of a single lifetime. In the end, the elixir of life became a symbol, not of eternal existence, but of the journey toward understanding and embracing the beauty of life in all its forms. Eldridge Hollow thrived, a testament to the power of community, faith, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. And, as the seasons changed, the whispers of the ancient woods continued to tell their stories, reminding all who listened that life, in all its fleeting glory, was a gift to be cherished.